This is Allison, AllisonArtTalk1, who's an artist who works with us sometimes, and she works with koans through art the way I work with koans through words. And I thought it'd be interesting for her to share some of her process and some of her work with you, because it's really interesting. And she's here. So, which is good. And I'll hand over to Allison.
Thank you.
So good morning, and good morning. Thank you everyone for showing up. I'm a painter, but mostly I spend most of my time teaching. I'm an art teacher, and I work with children, grades 1 through 6. So some of those experiences and stories might come into what I say today about the process of working with the koans and the paintings. So this process is kind of mysterious to me as well. It's something that I didn't plan on. It just started happening when I started working with koans 4 years ago. I came to my first session, and John gave me the koan move. And as I started to work with it, images started to come to me, and I came home from the session, and they started kind of, whispering in my ear, saying, paint me, and they just wouldn't stop until somebody said, okay, I'll paint you. And I made an attempt, and it was a complete disaster. So I tore it up and threw it away, and thought, oh, that's that. And then it wouldn't let me alone, and I tried it again, and this time I painted an image. It was a small piece of paper. On one side was a great horned owl, the head in the night sky, and redwood branch. And on the other side was a hummingbird in flight, just about to get nectar from a blossom. And for some reason, I don't know why, I cut it into 9 pieces. So it was 9 little squares, tucked them in an envelope, and sent them off to John. No explanation. I figured he'd understand. That's his job. And then every time I would come to a session, the same thing would happen. I would start working with a koan, and the images would start arriving. So I want to talk about that process of the way the images come, and how I recognize that moment of the koan meeting me. So the 2 pieces I want to talk about are the latest ones I've finished is the Balangiri koan, and this one is from John's book, Bring Me the Rhinoceros. So do you think I should read it?
Yes.
Yeah. I will read to you just a small portion of the koan, just to refresh your memories, and then we'll go from there. So this one is about finding your song. The koan, the master songman. In a place called Virunga in the Northern Territory of Australia, there was a singer named Marilam. He took dance troupes around to traditional places. The ghost of a master songman called Balangiri and a bird called Burridge gave Marilam his songs. The master songman lived so long ago that nothing is known of his life. In the outback you see mysterious moving lights, will-o'-the-wisps called min-min. They are thought of as spirit lights and have their own creation stories and dreaming, but are considered to be dangerous. One night Marilam was sleeping, watching a min-min light. So already it's starting to get strange. How is he watching a min-min light and he's sleeping? The light was blue and green and white and fell down from the sky from west to east. Balangiri and the bird, Burridge, appeared and set off after it. They followed the light and got a song there, and then they came into the camp where Marilam was sleeping. Balangiri said, "Get up! I have a song to teach you." The dreamer woke up, and the master taught him the song, and the birds sang too. The song was in the ghost language, so humans could sing it, but only spirits could understand it. And Marlon told the story. He got those, what do you call them? Corroboree sticks. They just appeared there. They were enormous, those corroboree sticks. Oh, fuck me dead, they were huge. That didgeridoo player, he sat down about as far from me as that bloody chair. Balangiri called the didgeridoo player son. It wasn't a short didgeridoo, it was enormous. And he played that didgeridoo right there for me. Don't lose this song. You keep this one, said the old songman. I sang this song for you. It's yours. He spoke kindly like that. All right. Okay, you've got to remember it properly, this good song, this min-min light of yours. He went back, and I continued to sing after he left. But fucking silly bugger, I fell asleep. But don't you worry, I'll get it. Maybe 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, if he shows me. 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's it. So the next night, Marlon dreamed again, and it happened the same way. Again, the master and the bird came into his dream and woke him and sang for him, and again he fell asleep afterward. But this time in the morning he remembered the song. Now here's the question. Marlon knew the difference between dream and waking. So was the master songman really there or not? So that's the koan.